Here we are live, our first Wednesday live.
First Wednesday. Well, I'm glad our last name starts with an M because most of our podcasts are medicine with the metals and microdosing with the metals. And this is a really, really important subject for us. And I think that what we're doing here with these episodes coming up is for the people. There's a lot of questions out there, and so much questions, and so many people are informing themselves about microdosing, right?
That's right. So this Wednesday, Wellness Wednesdays, microdosing with the metals
I
is going to
love it.
be all about microdosing psilocybin.
Absolutely.
Mark and I are here to answer your questions. You can go live with us. You can send us questions beforehand that we can answer, but this is all about microdosing psilocybin only.
I mean, like, there's so many questions. Like, let's go over a few. Like, people come up to us.
Microdosing 101.
I don't feel anything. I've taken 2 pills. I don't feel anything. It's been 2 days. What would be your answer to that, Michelle? Because you're really good with people.
So my answer to that is this is not a one size fits all, and this is not an overnight fix. You don't
Mhm.
just take a pill and suddenly feel better. It takes time. People are showing up to microdosing at a different point in their life. Everyone's showing up with different traumas, at
Mhm.
a different age, different health reasons, all kinds of different reasons.
Mhm.
So it's not going to work the same for everybody. I
Yeah.
tell everyone that they should microdose for a minimum of 90 days.
Yeah.
That way, you can really understand and realize the true benefits. This is what I also say. When you go on a journey, whether that's ayahuasca, iboga, or a macrodose of psilocybin, that's like getting hit over the head with a psychedelic 2x4, right? When people talk about that 20 years of therapy in one weekend,
Yeah. Correct.
that's what that means. Microdosing psilocybin, you can receive the same benefits, but it's going to be much more subtle. So
Absolutely.
that 90-day period is important so that you can track your progress and
Mhm.
then look back over that 90 days and see where it started benefiting you.
And like, what you're really actually doing is you're creating new neural pathways. This is unlike Western medicine where it's kind of a numb and dumb process when you come to the SSRIs or you come to their mental health therapy. When you come to microdosing or when you come to doing psilocybin, you're actually creating new neural pathways. So new thought processes are being created. So those don't get created overnight. So,
That's
like we
right.
say, like, microdosing does take a little bit of time, and there is a kind of a progress to these medicine. And we always say also that you become your own guru. Like, there is no one size fits all to this medicine.
Yeah.
I mean, there are protocols out there. 4 days on, 3 days off, but these are just protocols. And Michelle explains this a little bit better how this works.
Yeah, I mean, it going on starting with a protocol is important
Mhm.
so that you can get on a schedule and really start to understand it. But you don't have to stick with that protocol.
Oh,
And the thing is that this medicine becomes very intuitive.
mhm.
And what Mark and I really try to do is show you that you can empower yourself.
Yeah,
We don't heal you. A shaman doesn't heal you. The medicine doesn't even heal you.
yeah, mhm,
You heal yourself. What happens is the medicine shows you.
mhm.
And so we try to show people that this medicine empowers you.
Yeah,
And it's definitely not a one size fits all.
yeah, and it's definitely not a one day fits all either. It's a process. I mean, like Michelle says, like we all say, and most people on this path, because it is, most people say, am I going to be on this for my whole rest of my life?
You
You
can
might
be.
be. You could be. Is this a lifestyle change? Definitely a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
hmm And does it work? No doubt about it. But
Well,
it's a process. There's definitely a process to all these medicines. And like, one of the other things is people ask, should I take a break? Of
yes,
course.
absolutely.
hmm
But before we even answer that, let me go back to what something you hit on earlier, which is when people are showing up to this medicine, a lot of times on the psilocybin, especially, they're on different medications themselves,
Right.
pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
And so what happens is if you're on an SSRI, those SSRIs are going to work on those receptors and they're going to close them down,
Yeah.
right? So you don't feel anything. Whereas the psilocybin is going in there to open them up so you
Correct.
feel everything.
Mhm.
We're not trying to numb our feelings anymore.
Yeah, we're
We're
trying
trying to bring them to the surface
and
so
that's
that
what
we
it
can
does.
heal them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you absolutely do heal. These medicines or psilocybin in general is definitely a heal at the cellular level because you're actually creating, like I say so many times, new neural pathways,
Yep.
new thought processes, and new feelings. And a lot of people, a lot of us, when we come to this medicine, we've noticed being in this space for the last few years that we really notice there's an age here that's between about 35 and 55 is where we're really coming to search for these medicines. And you know I think our feelings get lost in between there, and that's our feelings are starting to come up again. So these
Mhm.
medicines bring up these feelings. So
They
taking
do. It brings them to the surface, which is a lot of times what people don't understand because they'll say, "Well, I'm taking this medicine because I have anxiety."
yeah,
And now I have more anxiety. Well, that's what happens is psychedelics shed light like a beacon on
right,
what's going on with you. And so if it's bringing up anger, if it's bringing up anxiety,
hmm
let it.
let
These are
it.
things that need to come out. We need to feel these feelings, and we're told our whole life not to feel, especially men, right? We tell our boys, don't cry, don't cry. You don't need to cry. Don't feel that. I'll give you something to cry about. Right? Wasn't that like the motto of the 70s? I'll
Yeah,
give you something to cry about.
absolutely.
So Mark is correct. These medicines, they are establishing new neural pathways within your brain. And when that happens, information can come in differently. And so while your life is the same,
Yep,
right? The circumstances of your life remain the same, your perception of them totally different. And when
totally
that
different.
happens, real change is possible.
Yeah, for sure. These medicines, like, they change, and that's what it's all about. Because Western medicine doesn't teach you these things. Western medicine teaches you a little bit different. So we're here to answer a lot of these questions. We don't have all the answers. I mean, the answers are really inside of you, right?
Well, Western medicine is a one size fits all. If
Absolutely
you
not.
take the pill, you take it the same time, you take this many milligrams, blah, 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 blah. You take it, take it, take it. It's
Yeah,
regimented. This is
yeah,
not what psilocybin is.
yeah.
You are your own guru. You
Absolutely.
are your own guru.
Like prime examples when we first started these medicines. I tell everybody, we have almost guinea pig ourselves for a little while with these medicines to find our right dosage, especially when it comes to microdosing. Some
Absolutely.
people might be a perfect 100, some people might be 300, some people might be two, but you're gonna find your right dosage after a while because you just will. And you know, at these dosages that we're recommending, there's not going to be these psychedelic experiences, but you know the
Subperceptual.
what you are going to want to look out for is like a nausea or an anxiety. If that's coming up a little too much, you might want to lower the dosage a little bit. So we always advise people the first week to like play with the dosage, see where you're at. And we at Mama Dose, we're about 200 milligrams on each of our capsules, and we think that's a pretty good
A good
dose to start
starting
off.
point.
And then you can work with yourself after that. But
And Mark and I are here, and our other coaches as well, to work with you. We offer a
mhm,
free 15-minute consultation to anybody who needs it.
mhm.
And if you need more support beyond that, we have got integration coaches who can help you as well. So
Yeah, and all our
we're here to
groups.
support and offer any answers. The point of these Wednesdays, and I think we're going to wrap it up here in a minute, but the point of this is to go live and answer questions about microdosing psilocybin only.
Because there is a lot of questions out there, and a lot of people are coming to here with questions. And, this is really something really important that I think we should mention. This is a really individual path. Don't you agree, Michelle?
Absolutely. Absolutely. While we are all, as Ram Dass says, walking each other home, this is a very individual path. I cannot heal you. You
Yeah.
can only heal yourself.
hmm
And
And you,
these medicines shed light on that, and they allow us, they empower us to understand that.
yeah, they do.
We're
They sure
not
do.
looking like in the Western world to a doctor to give us an answer.
The
We're
numb and
looking
dumb.
within ourselves.
Yeah. The SSRIs have a numb and dumb philosophy to it. They just numb and dumb you. They cut off that A2 receptor totally. What these medicines do is
Open
they
them.
open them. And we're supposed to feel. We're not supposed to not feel.
That's right. So join us Wednesday mornings. We are going to do this every Wednesday
Wednesdays.
morning. Wellness
Yes.
Wednesdays. Yeah, you can jump online with us. You can get on live. You can ask questions beforehand. It's very casual.
And Mama Dose has a good special this week. We always have some good specials, but I think we're doing these 99, the 90-day supplement, right? right
Yep,
here, our
90
90
day.
day,
There it is. 90 day.
$75.
Yeah, we're going to talk about our affiliates with Mama Dose. We're going to talk about all kinds of things every Wednesday. So
The free
very good.
15-minute calls are important too. You know, a lot of people get a little uncomfortable when we call them, but as soon as we start talking to them, you know, they start talking, you know, and then we pass them up if they need more information. So everything we're doing is really important to make your journey a little comfortable.
Yeah, that's right. Join us. This is going to be fun. We're excited.
Ciao.
Thanks, you guys.